Thanks for joining us today. This is Dexter and I'm Tanya. And if you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe. Click that bell icon. You'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And if you're back, thanks for joining us again. This week with our Cavalier, we're going to introduce the watch or the look behavior. Now with this behavior, it's really important that you smile and have a light face. So it's something positive. It's not negative. It's not, because eye contact can actually be very threatening to dogs. So we want to make sure we have that happy face. And if you're having any problems with this behavior, do comment below so that I can kind of help and walk you through it. So the first thing that I want to do is have some healthy treats, and I tend to use dehydrated either meat, fruit, or veggie. That's one ingredient in there. There's no extras. And then I do incorporate these calories into Dexter's daily nutritional needs so that they're not extras. Okay, so we're going to start. I put Dexter in a down because that's where he was trying to go to begin with. He can go wherever he wants to go. He can sit, he can down, he can stand. It's important that when we're teaching this look behavior or watch behavior, that the dog is in any position they want, because I want to work on teaching the watch, not worry about a sit or a down, because in reality, I like to use my watch or my look behavior when I'm walking. So if I'm going for a walk, I can say, oh, watch me, instead of there's a squirrel over there. So I don't want my dog to get in the habit of sitting. So I don't want to go sit and then watch, sit and then watch, because then if I try to do a watch while walking, they want to sit. Again, your dog gets to do whatever we want to do. This is going to be level 1, beginning stage, which means we're going to focus on getting the behavior, not naming the behavior. In our next video, we will teach you about naming the behavior. But this week, all I want you to focus on is building time for your dog doing eye contact. So food's in my hand, from his nose to my nose. The split second I see those eyeballs, I'm going to say yes, which tells him you've done it correctly, and give him a reward. So that yes is my marker. It tells him he's done it. Reward is coming. Stage 1, split second. Eyeballs, yes, treat. Eyeballs, yes, treat. No time. I tend to do things in 5 reps. So what I like to do is put 5 rewards in my hand so that I can go boom, 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 okay? So we got our, and it also helps me keep track. So we have our 5 rewards. Remember, smiley, happy face, and we're gonna go from his nose to my nose. And I wanna make sure I'm getting those eyeballs to follow. So, yes! The yes is when my hand is here, so that I still have those eyeballs. So eyeballs, yes, and then food delivery. Yes! Split second, this is level 1. And I'm just adjusting the treat in my hand. I'm not adding more. Yes! Yes! Okay. Well, there's a scrap. He gets a scrap. So if those 5 reps, he was successful, and success is keeping those eyes while I say yes and treat. Yes and treat. If he's not successful, that means I was doing this, and before I got to say yes, he looked away. So that's a oops, that's a miss. Not an oops to him. I don't tell him oops, but that tells me, okay, we're not quite there. So I want to make sure that he's there before I make it harder. So eyeballs, yes, treat. Eyeballs, yes, treat. If he can do that for all 5, we go to the next level. If he's struggling, then we stick at that level and I repeat my 5 again. But he was successful. So my next level is not a split second, but my next level is 1 second. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the treat to his nose, lure to my nose. Now I'm going to go 1 second, yes, treat. 1 second, yes, treat. I'm going to count out loud for you, but don't count to your dog. So count to yourself. So let's see. So 5 in my hand so that we can do 5 reps. So again, 1 second, yes, treat. 1, yes. 1, yes. And you're not counting out loud. 1, yes. 1, yes. 1, yes. 1, yes. Now, do you see how sometimes he kind of went for the treat? That's okay. Don't tell him no or wrong or anything like that. That will fade. So he'll start to learn that, oh, it's not the kind of going for the treat, especially if your dog's used to following treats around. And so after those 5, if he was successful, again, what does success mean? Keeping that eye contact until you say yes. Yes tells him he's done it right, but yes also tells him he's done. So 1 second, yes, treat. What you're gonna do is you're gonna build those seconds. So if 1 second successful, 5 reps, then I'm gonna go to 2 seconds. 1, 2, yes, treat. 1, 2, yes, treat. And it's hard, and I'll make the mistake as well. You want to say your yes while you're still here, not when you start to give that food delivery. So 1, 2, yes, and then treat. 1, 2, yes, and then treat. And you're going to build 1 second at a time until you get 5 seconds. Wait, what? What's with the wardrobe change? Where's Dexter? What's going on? Well, you know, we're all human and make mistakes. I forgot to tell you the next stage that I'd like you to practice this week before we go on to the next video. And that's removing the food lure from your hand. So, once you get 5 seconds of your dog watching with the food lure, the next step is I want you to do the same action without the food in your hand. So what that means is you're going to have your food in your pocket or on the table, and you're going to lure with an empty hand. And this is important, and I can't believe I forgot it. This is important because we want to teach our dog to be able to follow lures and not always to have to waggle the food in front of their face. Because this is a new challenge, we're going to go 1 second, not 5. So you're going to go empty hand lure, their nose, your nose. As soon as you see the eyeballs, yes, and then treat from the back pocket. And what's going on is your dog is learning that if mom or dad asks for something and give a gesture or just ask the cue, even though I don't physically see a treat, they can always produce a treat. And again, that's the light bulb that we want to teach them. You always have the opportunity to earn a reward. I don't have to waggle it in front of your face. And this is how we'll eventually fade the food luring and be able to get our dogs to be a little more reliable. So now let's get back to it. 5 seconds is my magic number for when I add the cue, but we're going to do that in the next video. So right now, this week, work on time. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Even if you go over that 5 second mark, go ahead and just continue to work on time. The next video, again, we're going to work on adding that cue so that we can tell them what it is that we're doing. Dexter and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, you're always welcome to leave a comment or a question below. And below in the description, you'll also find more helpful links. And for our Cavalier friends, there's a link to my private Facebook group. Make sure you check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. And remember to pause and enjoy life. And we'll see you in the next video.